Guys, how are you all? I hope you had a really good weekend. So basically this is just going to be a video of like my January favourites, also an updated skincare video. As I think I mentioned in my previous video that I have changed my skincare regime and it has literally like changed my face. So I wanted to tell you guys about it. Maybe if you guys haven't tried this brand before, maybe it's one to have a look out for, because believe me, I have tried everything for my skin, but this seems to really be working for me. So yeah, excited to show you. So I'm going to get started. So these are basically bits that I have just literally been obsessed with. So they're kind of things I reach for every day. They're kind of newish bits. Some of them are newish bits I've got, some are kind of old favourites, but I just thought I'd go through kind of what I'm loving. Okay, so basically I'm going to start with two palettes. So both of these palettes I actually got for Christmas. Oh my god, they are literally like beautiful. Like, you probably have seen them all, but if you haven't, I would definitely recommend. So the first is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. So it looks like this. Just show you. So pretty. So the colours that in particular that I keep reaching for is this. I have it upside down. That's not very helpful. So the colours that I keep reaching for is this one, which is called Incense, which is like kind of just like a matte kind of brown colour. And then also this colour here, Eccentric. Both those mixed together is what I have on today. So as you can see, it's just like kind of a muted kind of brown colour, but then I like to make it pop with a little bit of the orange, because that really makes a blue eye pop. So they're the two colours that I've like literally been using like all the time. But like, oh my god, just like look at this palette, like everything about it is just amazing. I absolutely love it. So I've been really loving that palette, as I've said about a million times now. The other one that I've been really loving too is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. This eyeshadow palette is absolutely gorgeous. Again, I won't blind you with the mirror, but you can see like it's such beautiful colours. Again, I always go for kind of like the orangey, browny tones, like this colour here, Reindeer Paw. Sorry, this is upside down. Is like super cute, looks super pretty on. I mean, you can see those colours are like so gorgeous. I love like a dual coloured eye. I'm really loving kind of like reds and oranges when I go for kind of a heavy eye look. That's mainly like the kind of look I go for at the moment, then with like a winged eyeliner. But it's just so pretty, and yeah, really try a dual colour eye if you haven't already. Okay, so bases. So in my previous video I talked a lot about getting kind of a glowy makeup look, and the foundation that I specifically used in that video was a La Mer one. So I wanted to kind of show you guys some other foundations that I really like as well, that are a much kind of lower price point, just to give a little bit of vary. So this is the La Mer one. I spoke about it in my previous video. I don't think you can see that, but it's linen. Sorry, that's like, I think it's just too bright in my room, but it's the La Mer, the Soft Fluid Long Foundation, and the shade I use is Linen 13. It's amazing. Hands down, favourite foundation ever, I think. Along with Chantecaille Future Skin, I would say those two Defo's favourites. The La Mer gives more coverage than the Chantecaille. Chantecaille, I could literally just put like a trillion layers on my face. It like keeps going, the foundation, and it just looks so good. This you don't actually need to use as much as the Chantecaille, but this is more expensive than the Chantecaille, but they are my like fave foundations ever. But kind of like the slightly kind of cheaper, not really cheaper, but well, considerably cheaper than the La Mer Chantecaille is Too Faced and Bare Minerals. both these foundations I really like. Now this one, sorry, I've actually lost the little top bit, but it's the Born This Way medium to full coverage foundation. And the shade I have is super light, it's Snow. I go super pale in the winter. I can get quite tanned in the summer, but my winter foundation is always super pale. So yeah, really like this. I have combination skin, it works really well. I did read quite a lot of reviews that people who had combination skin or dry skin, it wasn't working for them, but I still wanted to try it and I actually really like it. I use a setting powder, so that kind of keeps any shine at bay, and it does stay on my face. So I really like this. This I think is a great foundation. It's the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. The colour I've got is actually natural, so I got this when I was a little bit more tan towards the end of the summer. It's a really good foundation, like a really just good standard foundation. It stays on your skin and it doesn't look like you have a heavy foundation on. I hate looking like I have a lot of makeup on. I've always been a tinted moisturiser like queen for like ever. I've tried pretty much every tinted moisturiser out there. It was like an obsession. Still is an obsession really. But as I've mentioned in previous videos, my skin is totally not as good as kind of what it used to be in like my early mid-20s. So I have been reaching for kind of a more full foundation, probably in the last, I don't know, maybe 6 months or so. So really, another really good one as well, which I haven't actually got out, but I've talked about it in previous videos, is the Hourglass Stick Foundation, the Vanish Stick. Amazing. Like, if you're having a bad skin day, like any time I have, and I have used that, I have felt so much more confident. But this is really good, and I actually think I got this for about £22. I think it was discounted on, I think it was like Feel Unique or Look Fantastic, one of those websites. So this is really reasonable price, and it's really good. Yeah, I'd liken it to. I mean, it still gives that kind of glowiness that that the La Mer, that was a tongue twister, gives. But I still do prefer the La Mer. But if this is still like just as good, I'd say it's probably actually kind of similar. If I think about it, to like NARS Sheer Glow, that kind of look. But yeah, really good. Really like that. So actually today is the first day in a super long time that I haven't got foundation on. I've gone for a tinted moisturiser today. So I'm actually feeling a lot more confident about my skin. Like, I'm still not like completely happy with it, but it's considerably better than what it was, and I'll show you guys in a second the skincare that I've been using. But what I've used today, I've done a mix of two tinted moisturisers actually. So you've probably seen these ones before. This is the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint in the shade Finland Light 2. Sorry, again, I don't think you can see that. This is the Clarins BB Skin Perfecting Cream, and the shade I have is 00 Fair. I like this, but not having dry skin, this clings to any dry bit of skin on my face that I didn't even know I had. So I think someone that has dry skin would hate this. This works if my skin's super exfoliated and like is just okay. I still like the coverage on it, but I do notice that it does really pick up on any kind of dry areas. So I actually quite like these two mixed together. I really like this. This is really good, but it does tend to make me quite shiny, even if I've used powder. So the two mixed together is actually quite a good combo. So if any of you have these two products, they're actually really good together. But yeah, really like them, and it gives, so I'm actually pretty pleased with my coverage today, as I've got so used to like a full foundation. Yeah, back to the TMs, and I think that is how I'm going to be with my skin for a bit now, just to kind of get out the routine of wearing such a heavy foundation. So base wise, I wanted to talk about two bases. I've talked a lot about the Delilah primer. That is literally hands down favourite primer. I do have another primer by Delilah as well, which I did mention in my previous video as well. It's the Delilah Pure Light. As you can see, I've used like loads of it. This stuff is really, really, really good. I got this in the summer because I wasn't 100% sure what it really was, whether it would be like enough coverage to be kind of like a tinted moisturizer, because it's a lovely like bronzy colour. It's definitely not, it doesn't give any coverage, but it gives you such a glow. And I actually have the Tata Harper, this is again stupidly expensive, illuminating moisturiser. This stuff is beautiful, it's so nice. And this, like, if you put on your skin and then put like any foundation over the top, oh my god, glowy, so glowy, like a glow from within, not shiny, it's so beautiful. But this has a really silly price point, I think. Oh gosh, I can't quite remember, but potentially in the 80s, something horrifically silly like that. I got this a while ago because it's just so nice, but I did want to find kind of a cheaper alternative, and I have literally been looking everywhere. I would say this is, now colour-wise, you can see they are different, but the look that it gives after you put a foundation on is a really similar look. It's just a really kind of glowy prettiness. So if you're a fan of the Tata Harper or you've always wanted to try this, defos try this first if you want something cheaper. I actually think I got this and a Delilah bronzer, which I really love. I think it was in a like £30 deal on their website. Yeah, love Delilah products. They're super good. So another couple of bits that I've been really liking this month, as I see I've already been talking for ages and I need to talk about my skincare, is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder. The shade I have is Fair, number 1. This stuff is amazing. I've tried a trillion powders before. I really rate this and I will definitely keep repurchasing it. It's really good. It keeps you matte, but still you get that glow. It doesn't have that like heavy feel on your face, and it's so flawless and gives you a kind of really flawless finish. Some other lip bits that I've been really liking. So my lips have been terrible this winter. I've constantly been reaching for like every single lip balm possible. The ones that are really working for me, this is like an all-time favourite. It's the By Terry. This is like a little version of it. Balm de Rose lip balm. It's a beautiful lip balm. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's just like the lip balms of all lip balms, but this is amazing. Again, on the expensive side for a lip balm. So I've actually been really liking this lip balm. It's the Palmer's Coconut Oil Swivel Stick. Really like this. I keep grabbing it. Kind of anything that is coconut scented, coconut flavour, I am all over it because I love coconuts. But this is great. It's really good. Also as well, I've been really liking this lip product. It's a Bobbi Brown, and it's called Extra Lip Tint in Bear Punch. Sorry, I don't think that focus. I've got it on right now. Basically, it's one of those lip balms. You can see it like looks like that. That when you apply it to your lips, it kind of enhances what natural colour you have. So I'm super into those kind of like lip balm lipsticks, as I'm all for kind of a more natural look. I feel like I've just gone off lipstick, like a full-on lipstick look. I feel I look too done up. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm just really liking those kind of sheer tints at the moment. Right, now, skincare. I'm gonna have to be super quick. But this skincare has changed my life. Okay, so the brand is called PCA Skin. I got it from my local kind of beauty shop. They do kind of like facials and things like that. I'd been in there a few times as they sell Delilah products. So I went in as I was literally at my wit's end with my skin. this is a small example of my skincare, how much skincare I have. I was trying everything. I was trying expensive things, cheap things. Literally the spots on my face would just not go. I get them like very badly kind of around my jawline, so I know it's hormonal, but I just didn't know what to do, and it was just driving me mad. Kind of, I'm, 30, why am I getting teenage skin? So anyway, I have talked about this before, but definitely, these are just brilliant. They're full of salicylic acid. This stuff in particular, this acne gel, so it's what I'm using instead of a serum. So it's very basic, my skincare regime now. So I use this as a cleanser. This again has salicylic acid in. Then this as my serum, but literally not putting this all over my face, just putting it on the problem area. And then I was realising that my moisturizer wasn't working on my skin well enough, because this is quite strong. My skin was actually getting quite dry. So I got this by La Roche-Posay. Cicaplast? I can't even pronounce that. Cicaplast Balm B5. This is like a soothing repair balm, and I'm using that as moisturizer at the moment. So these three things have literally changed my life, changed my skin. I've been using them for maybe 2 months now, and I have noticed such a difference. Obviously I've got makeup on right now, but swear to God, they're literally like the best skincare products I've used. So if you want any more information, just leave a comment. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have a great week.